Finally, I'm back after a long time. I decided to post a platform review, and that's gonna be Qt. Is I know a lot of you guys are having it hard to trust platforms, and maybe you are scared to give it a try. You don't want to lose your money on these shady platforms. That's why I'm gonna just give you guys my honest review about Qt. Before we get started, I have been using Qt. As you guys can see, I have paused, I'm funded, I have been funded, I have paused multiple accounts. Step one, step two, as you guys can see, contract, I have signed that and everything so that um like I'm not just bullshitting over here, and this is just gonna be based on my personal experience. So this is gonna be the Qt website, Quant Tekel, or whatever you wanna call it. Before this, they were Ascendex, I think. But yeah, just let's get started. So there are a few things that I don't like about Qt that we'll talk about, and there is a lot of stuff that I actually like about Qt that we will also talk about. So let's start with the platforms. So if you go on platforms, as you guys can see, they do have MT5, so that's good. They do have a lot of platforms to choose from, such as MT5, DXTrade, CTrader, TradeLocker. And I'm using MT5, bro. I love MT5, the best platform for trading like Forex or even indexes, whatever you trade. Then I love TradeLocker 2, DXTrade. I have used all of these three platforms. I have never used C2 Tracker, but I think if you live in Europe, just go with MT5 as that's going to be the best choice for you. So now let's go to evaluations, like the challenges that they offer. Now over here Qt Instant. I have only bought Qt Prime as it doesn't have any kind of consistency rule, and Qt Power. On Qt Instant, that's gonna be like you will be funded instantly, and once you're over here, you have to meet a 25% consistency rule. That's mean your highest win cannot be more than 25% of your total win. And the challenges are super cheap. I'm like, if you're a profitable trader, I would recommend to get this, but like you are making money consistently, that's good. And something that I like about QT is that I love that they put this 25% consistency rule over here that others can see. Most of the platform actually don't add this. So when you buy the challenge and you are in profit, then they say, oh, you haven't hit the 25% consistency rule or any other consistency rule. And that's actually so good of them that have added over here. And then on QT Prime, as you guys can see, this is the best challenge. They have two-step and three-step that you could go with. I have used only two-step. Let me explain why I think this is the best. Because they don't have the one-step. They do have one-step challenge over here, but they have I think they should have, let me check, profit target one. Oh, okay, they don't. So they don't have any kind of one-step, but QT Prime, they have two-step and three-step. Uh, so as you guys can see over here, profit target one is going to be 8%. That's really good. A lot of prop firms, they do have like profit target for state one 10%, and then the profit target two is 5%, which is good. As a standard as other, daily drawdown is going to be 5%, sorry, 4%, that's good. Then you have a max drawdown of 10%, perfect as every other platform. And then they do have equity protector 1.5%. I do love this because that way you're not gonna gamble and it's gonna close your trade automatically if you're in 1.5% loss. So this is gonna be like, okay, you can't risk more than 1.5%. In a way, if you're just like not going aggressive with prop firms, this should be okay. But I personally love to go aggressive, like I raise 2.5, 2% because I want to just pause these prop firm challenges in one or two trade. I don't want to be like playing with them for a month or 2 months. And they do have a news rule, and that's going to be only funded. That means you can open any position before and after, uh, 5 minutes before or 5 minutes after the rate news. But that's going to be on funded stage. And then bi-weekly payout, and they do have 80% profit split. And the good thing is about them, most of the time they do have 50% discount. That's like prices is super cheap. Um, so as you guys can see over here, you can get a 50k account for 145, and I think they're just running another discount code first 50 that you would get 50% off. So don't forget to check that out. And also they do have all of the platform that you can choose on. On three step, it's gonna be the cheapest one. You guys can see 240 for like 240 for 100k account. And over here is like profit target of 6% on all phases. And I think like what is like, I wouldn't recommend to choose this because most of the time, let's say you pass first step, second, and the third one you blow the account. That's just a long process to go through. And the other stuff is just the same as it's on the other accounts. And then QT Power is the ones that has payout on demand. So that means you can request payout anytime you want, but they have a 35% consistency rule. So your like highest win cannot be more than 30% of your total win. So let's say you're uh like up 5K on account, your highest trade can be more than like 35% of $5,000. So you know that. And again, is this prop firm trustworthy? Yes, they are. Do they pay out? Yes, they pay out. How is the like what is the pay? I would choose that you use variable spreads and no commission. Right, spreads and commissions is not that good. I have tried that. I would recommend you to go with this one as that's much better. Something that I don't like about QT is that there is support. So if you open a live chat support, what happens that if you close that up for 2 minutes, that gets deleted. The chat gets automatically closed. That means you have to open another, actually, another for a second time, and then you just have to wait for another time. Other than that, perfect prop firm you could try, and always you can read about the rules and everything, so you're not gonna breach it or anything. I'm not getting paid to do this video or anything like that. I just want to share with you guys that it is a good prop firm. You could give it a try, and you can give it a like if you don't know what platform to go because it has the best prices. That's why I'm recommending this. Otherwise, like there is other platforms, Funding Next, Funding Pips. We will talk about those too. Now, let me know in the comments what do you guys think about QT.